Bobbe, she's training with me right now. She's been training since October. Yeah. So, but we've known each other for a long time. So she started as a bleacher babe, really. So, like, tell me real quick how you even found us.
So a friend of mine that I used to do karaoke with, actually, she posted a video of Bleacher Babes, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. I want to get in on that. So I think through all the times that I did it, she was there one other time. And then, her world got complicated, but I stuck with it.
But you stuck.
Yeah. And so it started maybe 2 years before Charlie, I think. So
yeah.
I've probably known you now for 6 years.
Yeah, doesn't that sound crazy?
6, 7 years. Yeah.
Yeah, and so she's done our challenges and just part of the pop-up groups that we do, and just love her to death. She's just such a cool person. I feel like I keep learning stuff about you. I feel like when you started training in here, I felt like I got to really know you.
Yeah.
Because we just didn't have that many opportunities to have long conversations or anything like that.
Right.
But so today I wanted to just kind of touch on a couple different things with Bobbe. One is she's a single mom.
Mm-hmm. She'll probably come in.
Yeah, she'll probably be in and out. And so just don't mind this little tiny thing that's moving around in there if that happens. But so Charlie's 4, mm-hmm. and the funny thing about her is that she will actually do the workouts with us. Yep. And can make it all the way through, which cracks me up.
Yeah, she was running this morning.
Yeah, like she can run the whole garage. So and she'll do lunges and step ups and whatever, So.
Yeah. Teaching her young.
Yeah. Which I think is a cool thing for you to do, to show her that that's important to you. And I think a lot of times we, sometimes out of necessity, leave them with somebody or get, help and then go work out. But her watching you do that is a big deal.
Yeah. Well, and when I first started, after I had her and I wanted to get back focusing on my health, I joined a gym that had a daycare, but the challenge was that they were always so full. The daycare was always so full that I would have to wait for there to be enough room, and so then I just wouldn't go at all. And there was just like that stagnant time where I didn't do anything. And so the benefit of working with you is that from the beginning, I have pictures of her in a stroller, just sitting in a stroller still while we did stuff.
Yes.
Because from the beginning, you embraced the fact that, I can do this with her. And it does, it makes a difference. And when she talks about, when she looks at my tennis shoes, or she'll look at my workout t-shirts or something, and she talks about, those are your workout clothes, or those are your racing shoes. And I love that she has that vision. Actually, she showed me she knows how to do a push-up now. She's doing it correctly.
Really?
She wants to show me. Yeah. She's very excited about it.
Yeah. She's gonna go past you on this one.
She learned how to do it better than me.
That's so cute. So when you think about, when you were trying, because you're busy, mm-hmm. right? Like we all are, and it's harder when you're by yourself and you have a little one. So what are some things that you have to kind of tell yourself to make yourself make that a priority? Because it's real easy to make an excuse, right? Mm-hmm. So are there things that you have to go through in your head, or that you did have to go through?
It's every single week. Even this morning, waking up at 8 to meet, because I have her this weekend, and so we met at 8 this morning for garage workout, and I knew I wanted to be at church at 10, and trying to figure out how am I going to make all of it work. It would have been a lot easier to just stay in bed and just slowly get ready for church, and because that's also a priority.
Yes.
Yeah, that would have been easier, but instead we did it, and I don't know, just some mornings it does get the best of me.
Yeah.
If it's raining or gloomy, or I don't feel great or something.
Yeah, or if it's too
space.
Cold, it's hard for her to be out there, and
that's true.
Stuff
and
too.
it's cold. But there was no excuse. It was beautiful outside.
I think it was supposed to storm this morning, and
mm-hmm.
I think we were all kind of eyeballing that weather, are we gonna go or whatever. But you also, you cut out just a little bit early, mm-hmm. and that sometimes that throws people. They think, it makes them feel like a failure or something because they didn't finish the workout or something. But to me, I'm like, you got 45 minutes or whatever it was, and that was more than enough, and it probably made you feel great about your day, and all those kind of
It
things.
still starts me off. I'm still at, almost 600 calories for the day, and it's 605 for the day, and it's only halfway. We still have an Easter egg hunt to go to, so I know I'm gonna get my goal. It does. Sometimes it makes me feel not as worthy, and if I don't make it in the picture, I'm like, don't feel like I get any credit for being there. But
we did do the picture early, so she could get in there.
But if it gives me so much satisfaction to do it, and it does, it starts my day off in such a positive place. I wish I could work out in the mornings before work, because I think it would do wonders for my day at work. But it brings me happiness and makes me really proud, and it makes me feel stronger. My back's a little sore, like just from a muscular standpoint from some of the things we've done recently, and I'm like, oh, it's sore, but that's a good sore.
It's a good sore.
Yeah.
Like blah blah blah. Okay, sorry.
That transition part.
Ding ding ding. Okay. Let me think out how to do this.
So to your point, so you make it such a priority, and there's so much that I sacrifice to make sure I do it. Racing from school to work to here, and then when you're working that hard and the scale doesn't start to move as fast,
yes,
then it starts to become a mind game of like, well, is this even worth it? Is this even working? And it didn't feel like it was, especially after Christmas, because Christmas,
like everybody,
it's Christmas, and there were lots of appetizers around, and lots of wine around, so it was harder. But I think what was extremely eye-opening for me is that when we got back on track in January, and the scale really didn't move, though. I mean, I was annoyed in some parts of this journey, like, gosh, why isn't the scale moving? Why isn't the scale moving? But then in other times when I kind of let myself go a little bit for holiday and the scale doesn't move, then I'm not as upset.
Right.
But there's still things that I notice. I notice in my face when it thins out. I notice in my pants. And I'm not 100% sure why that always happens.
Yes. Yeah, so with Bobbe, we had to kind of, so she's she's a newbie lifter. So what happens with, when you first start lifting weights is you get what they call newbie gains. And so it's real easy to put on that first bit of muscle when you first start lifting weights. So she's always done races, and she's done the bleacher workouts, and those are body weight or just a lot of cardio, right? Yeah. So when she started coming in here, she started lifting weights, and so a couple things happen. One, you put on weight, or not weight. You put on muscle. Yes, you put on muscle quickly, and so what that does is it changes your body composition, right? So you're trading some fat for some muscle. So on the scale, sometimes that's an even swap. And so if you're a scale person, which I try to get my girls off of them, but I understand, like it's a hard habit to break, because it's like this, when it does go the other way, it's like this affirmation that I've done something great, but it also can ruin your day.
It does, and I always start my day with that, so it can really set a really negative tone for the whole day.
Yes, and so I think you had a doctor's appointment coming up.
Yes.
Okay, so we had a goal weight or something, or we wanted it to move so that the doctor would be satisfied with you.
Yeah.
And I think that probably was kind of in your head, and that was like a driving factor, and you wanted to walk in there and be like, I lost this much weight.
Yeah, I did what you asked me to do.
Yes, yeah. So that was a little discouraging for her when she was looking at the scale, but after we had this kind of conversation about, what's happening to your body, she on her own went and basically posted 2 pictures that were side by side. And it was just of her face.
Yeah.
But it was like 2 different people. I mean, it was literally like not so healthy to healthy, glowing, slimmer face, happier, that kind of stuff. Yeah, and so like I can see her body too. It's hard to look at ourselves, but the shape of her body, the shape of your body is different. And you
I can definitely feel it. I can feel it in my pants, definitely the outsides of my hips. Even though this part of my leg hasn't changed that much, I definitely feel it there. And so many of my shirts fit better because this middle section is inches smaller.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think Monday will be the next time we do measurements, or tomorrow.
Yes.
Next time we do measurements in a while. But I think that's when I get a lot of satisfaction, is because yes, I do struggle with the weight from a scale perspective, and I struggle with it because there's some things that I just don't want to give up. There's some decisions that I don't want to make long term, so it's me finding the right balance with, okay, how much do I need to burn with working out and cutting back? How much am I not going to cut out? And where am I going to find that happy balance of being happy with myself there? So still kind of working through that a little bit. And there are times when I'm fine with being really super strict with my diet, starting very soon. We will be, because that next doctor's appointment is in June. Mm-hmm. And when I had that doctor's appointment last year, he was very disappointed that I didn't get right where he wanted me to get, which was really only 5 pounds away. But I had lost 30 pounds over the course of the year. So it really emotionally rocked me that he was so worried about the fact that I hadn't lost 5 more and didn't think about the 30 that I did lose. And so that mentally just rocked me so much.
Yes.
But so I'm pretty confident that as we get closer to June, there's going to be some really strict adherence to some diets, because I do want to walk in there now, because not only, sure, give you those 5 pounds, buddy, you can have them.
Yeah.
But then also, just again, my body composition, because I'll be standing on a scale and doing blood work and all of those other things that measures more than just the weight.
Right.
And
we're gonna take pictures, and you're gonna take them with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to your doctor's appointment. I was so upset when she was telling me about this. This was last year.
Yeah, so when
right?
we started, because it was last June, but then when I started seeing you in October, it took me that long from that appointment in June to seeing you in October to kind of get my head right again.
Yeah, that's so crazy to me. That just makes me so upset.
I'm sure he has the best of intentions.
Totally, yeah. But he's just not seeing the big picture there, and wasn't, because you definitely needed a little bit of affirmation about that. 10 pounds is hard to lose. 30 pounds is really hard to lose. So that takes a lot of commitment. So now, do you feel like better in your body? Like you feel, tell me like what you feel like.
Yeah.
Physically.
Every day I literally feel stronger. I feel like the toxins, that I had, I don't feel it every day. I don't feel weighed down by it. Even little things like just walking upstairs and getting off the floor with my daughter. So that kids, 4-year-olds, want more than anything for you to just sit on the floor and just watch them play. You don't even have to be this big, but just watch them. But it was always such a big deal, like up and down. And it's not like I'm old or anything, but when you're out of shape and your body isn't strong in all these different balancing muscles, these core muscles, it all just starts to play a toll. So those are big things I noticed, just the strength in everyday activities, and the balance that I have, even when I stand in a meeting for a long time and I feel my balance, my core muscles engage, it just makes me smile and feel more empowered.
Good. I'm so glad. I'm so super glad. I also noticed that, Bobbe, I think having accountability helps you. I think you're an accountability person. Life has happened since we've been here, just like it does to everybody, and it's real easy to get sidetracked. But we've been able to really quickly get back to where you wanted to be. She's made some really kind of solid decisions, like what she was talking about around her nutrition and stuff like that have stuck. And we focus on trying to not change everything at once, right? And that's helpful. But it's the consistency of picking one or two things. Really, at the end of the day, that makes such a huge difference. And being able to bounce back after slip-ups or stressful times, or she has, a great job, but it can be stressful sometimes. And that, she's, I think, is learning more and more.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, think about it. From that June to October, that was a huge amount of time that the longer you slip, the harder it is to come back.
Yeah.
And the more you dig yourself into a hole versus, one stressful month at work, I gained 2 pounds and we snapped right back.
Yeah.
So, and that, to me, 2 pounds, you just...
Yeah,
you
that
can
can
pull that off
be,
really quick.
that can be like some water weight
Right.
or something. Yeah, just holding on to that because you are stressed or whatever. Yeah. So, anyway, I just wanted to chat with her for a second and let you guys kind of get a different perspective. If any of you guys are out there with young kids, I know that's super hard, and not everybody's kids are well behaved, or not. It's not well behaved, but some are more rowdy than others, and so you can't work out with them sometimes. Charlie's really good about getting herself settled and listening and that kind of stuff, so it makes it easier. And she loves Josh, and they hang out too. So
they're basically best friends.
Yeah, they're like BFFs. So, but I think you just have to do a little bit of you have to get creative, right? And you have to also be willing to give on a few things. Like, she doesn't want Charlie watching, videos on her phone, but she does that when she's here sometimes, right? But in the big scheme of everything, she's not watching it all day. She's not watching it when she gets home. A couple of hours a week. Yeah. It's okay. I think it's fine. Do you feel that way?
We're not technology people. It's not. We watch TV, but it's never been something that we want to do. We don't want just personal choice. So that was always kind of something that wrestled with me. Like, oh, here's some coloring books or something that honestly we couldn't enjoy our time and be productive because she would come in so often. And as much as I want her to see me lifting strong weights and doing strong things, it is a distraction. So it was kind of make some peace with it.
Yeah.
Let her have some Paw Patrol videos for 2 hours a week. Yeah. And she's fine. And then she gets what she wants. She's comfortable and she's cozies up next to Josh, and then we get to focus. But the one thing more than anything, the accountability piece that you say is really important to me. And having, it's so easy to just blame the reasons why I'm not doing things on being a single mom and just saying I don't have time, it's too hard. Look, I'm justified because I'm a single mom. And I think yes, it is hard. Yes, it is stressful. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I leave work early, race to get Charlie, race to get here. And it's hard. It's not easy to do. But if I was left to do it by myself, I wouldn't. But knowing that you're here.
I'm here.
And
waiting on you.
Yes.
Speaking of.
What? Oh, okay.
There's a boo-boo on my hair.
She's got a boo-boo.
Oh, you do have a boo.
Is it from your, oh my gosh, is it from your shoe?
Oh, yeah. We won't wear those shoes.
Okay, yeah, you want to sit right here?
You want to come sit with Mommy?
We'll finish up real quick.
You can just, okay, you don't have to show everybody your boo-boo, but
Come right here.
here, come sit next to us. Hope. There we go.
So this is Charlie. Yes, this is Charlie, and this is our mini Gigi. But so we just wanted to. Is your mom strong?
No, she's very.
She's got a boo boo. So anyway,
that's all she's going to talk about.
Thank you for coming in today and sharing a little bit of your story. I think it's helpful when people hear other people trying to make things work for them,
right?
And I know I have several single moms. Like, Bobby's not the only one, and I super admire them because I don't think that I'm not sure that I would have done it when I was when I had little ones. I don't know. I
But
don't,
you probably didn't have somebody like you.
yeah.
You know, when I talk to my friends about, oh, you can bring your daughter and she can sit in a living room that's comfortable, and you feel comfortable with her sitting with someone else. I mean, that's not normal. Like I said, I mean, I would have had to pay a gym for other people to.
Yeah, and you feel like she's going, like she just came from daycare and she's going back into daycare.
Right.
Whereas here it's just kind of like
She's just in
family,
the other room.
friends,
Right.
friends.
It's like,
yeah.
yeah, she's just in the other room. Whereas, you know, same thing if at home when I'm cooking dinner, she'd go in the playroom. She's just in the other room. So
Yeah.
it's different than another form of daycare.
That's true. That's super true.
Right.
Yeah. So seek out people. Seek out different things that you can do. Let go of some of your. You know, we as moms want to be. We want to be the best mom we can be, and that is great. But we also sacrifice too much of ourselves sometimes. And I also feel like I feel like you're getting a payoff. You know, you sacrifice, but you get the payoff of like some stress reduction.
Yes.
You're a little bit happier. That makes you a better mom.
Right, it
You
does.
know?
And my patience, I have more patience.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're talking about a strength thing and just being able to like get down and play with her, having more, you know, endurance and all that kind of stuff. It's that all goes together, and that is a benefit for them. You know, you're not taking away from them.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for coming today, and I don't think there's anything else. If you guys have any questions for Bobbe or for me, leave them in the comments below.
Yep.
And we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks.